Good evening and thanks for joining us. We begin tonight with the stories of millions of families who are on the abyss tonight, driven from their homes in Syria by unspeakable violence and now waiting for the Americans to act. The numbers are staggering. The UN estimates about 7 million Syrians have lost their homes or been forced to flee. That's more than 1/3 of Syria's population. And as Stuart Greer reports, many are asking, why did President Obama lie to us?
The flood of refugees continues to pour across the Syrian border into Turkey, with the Assad regime facing no immediate threat of military action by the U.S. and its allies. It is free to carry on with its relentless attacks on rebel-held territory. We're living in fear, says this newly arrived refugee from Idlib province. Yesterday, I hid in a pit for 6 hours as we were bombed. I saw 5 children on a motorcycle get hit. In the Turkish border town of Reyhanli, Syrian refugees now outnumber local residents 2 to 1. 150 women and children live in this damp basement. Why did the U.S. postpone its attack on Assad, says this widow, whose husband was shot by the Syrian army? We're asking Obama to strike Assad like he promised, says another widow. The United Nations says 7 million people, 1/3 of Syria's entire population, have been displaced, and 2 million have fled across the border to camps like this one in Iraq.
What we are seeing, though, in a number of our clinics and in other areas around Syria is increased aerial bombardment and increased conflict in a number of places, resulting in many war and surgery cases coming to the clinics.
Those lucky enough to escape the fighting now face a struggle for survival inside refugee camps, where shelter and food can be scarce. The UN says it's only received a fraction of the humanitarian aid it needs. We asked for $250 million from donor nations, of which we've only received about 70 million so far, says the head of the UN Refugee Agency. With no end to the conflict in sight, Syria's refugees can only wait and ask, when will the world take action to stop the fighting so they can return home? Stuart Greer, Global News.